I will be ranting on Little Yellow Book, an episode from SpongeBob SquarePants. Enjoy. Let me tell you reasons why this book sucks. To start off the list, it follows one of the most worrying tropes in cartoons, where a character reads someone's diary, the other character gets embarrassed, and the character that has read the diary has to apologize for it. Except, the way it's handled was appalling. It is also notorious for having the characters inconsistently portrayed, making it hard for the viewer to root for and sympathize with them, such as Squidward is at his absolute worst in this episode. He had no business taking SpongeBob as private property and spilling his secrets out loud in public. Similar to Fools in April, he actually wants to make SpongeBob cry. It should be worth noting that, while Squidward does generally dislike SpongeBob and even hates him as well, there were moments throughout the series where Squidward does care for SpongeBob. Pizza delivery from season 1 for example, but here, this episode shows none of that. Even after all the pain Squidward went through, the writers managed to make even him unlikable. Bikini Bottom-esque citizens, who are hypocritical and no better than Squidward, as they at first seemed to have enjoyed listening to Squidward reading SpongeBob's diary, and was fully aware it was SpongeBob's diary and participated in making fun of him, until SpongeBob himself found out. He cries and ran away, which makes the Bikini Bottomites say that was that little dude's diary, and instantly turn against Squidward and treat him maliciously throughout the rest of the episode, while blatantly pretending they didn't know the diary belonged to SpongeBob, even though Squidward said it was his from the beginning and was reading about him. This is probably the biggest reason, why this episode is so hated, because of how idiotic and hypocritical the Bikini Bottom citizens are in this episode. While hypocrisy has been a staple comedic element in cartoons, this one is played out poorly, making audiences more upset than laughing. What's even more bizarre is that Squidward doesn't get raise an eyebrow about the Bikini Bottom-esque citizens' hypocritical actions, aside from Patrick. SpongeBob, who at first was innocent and likable, but then right at the end of the episode, he reveals that Squidward only read his work diary, which got published, and that Squidward never actually read his secret personal diary, which is a mediocre attempt to make a plot twist. This raises questionable plot holes. Wouldn't everyone else in Bikini Bottom who brought the book be guilty of reading someone else's diary as well? Isn't a work diary technically the same as a secret personal diary? What is the difference? Why would SpongeBob even want to do something that would emotionally hurt him so dearly? Why did SpongeBob show Squidward his secret personal diary? Regarding that, the entire episode feels very contrived and the writing for it doesn't make any sense. Who would want to bring their diary to their workplace and leave it out in the open, where people could see and read it? SpongeBob's reaction to Plaid also doesn't make sense. How come he acts and transforms into a chicken during his reaction to Plaid-related stuff in this episode but not in Patty Hype? He obviously served a Plaid Krabby Patty to a customer before. The scene, where we get to see Patrick about to eat a used dirty diaper with ketchup from the trash is not only beyond gross, but also off topic to the subject of the episode. While eating inedible objects had been Patrick's enduring traits, this one just takes it to a whole new level. When the mysterious Mr. Ender reviewed that scene in particular, he literally barfed. Patrick was participating in making fun of SpongeBob and acts sexist, as he insulted SpongeBob's spatula fee for having a female's name and shows his own spatula named Frank. He was also part of the hypocritical citizens of Bikini Bottom that turned in Squidward when he's just as bad. Some friend he has there. This episode later on becomes a Squidward torture episode after SpongeBob runs off crying. He gets scolded by the town, has a taxi run by him, loses his house, gets zapped by lightning and gets punished by the police, While it is understandable that Squidward is a huge jerk for purposefully hurting SpongeBob's feelings, it's a too over-the-top punishment for just reading someone's diary. The people of Bikini Bottom are insufferable hypocrites for doing this to him, when they are just as guilty as Squidward. That ending, Squidward apologizes to SpongeBob for reading his diary, only for Squidward to read SpongeBob's secret personal diary, making SpongeBob cry and run away again, making the townsfolk throw tomatoes at Squidward, while he laughs about it and saying he doesn't care, because it is so worth it, which it isn't, and the episode ends there. Not only does this ending undo Squidward's apology, it also undoes his comeuppance and never learns his lesson. The Bikini Bottomites never get punished for making fun of SpongeBob or their hypocrisy towards Squidward, and Squidward himself never properly gets his comeuppance for reading both of his diaries. It is yet another pointless torture episode. But this time, it takes a pincushion out of both SpongeBob and Squidward, while transforming the latter into a jerk to take things up the roof. Color and consistency. The title of the episode is literally called Little Yellow Book. However, in this episode, the book, which is a diary, is actually colored cyan instead. That's all I have to say. Bye for now.